I'm Dan Clark. I've been a full-time professional speaker now for 35 years. Welcome to another one of my video trainings that I affectionately refer to as the Speaker's Triangle. You know, the definition of sales is the transference of trust, which means there's a difference between talking and teaching, which means that in any conversation, our job is to create a level of trust where people not only listen to us, but they listen to what we're saying and what we're suggesting that they too can do, having had this conversation. You see, regardless if it's one-on-one, regardless if it's 1-on-10 in a board meeting, regardless if it's 1-on-3 in a sales presentation, regardless if it's 1-on-10,000 in a giant arena as a professional speaker, every listener, every person in that conversation craves the answers to 3 simple questions, which I call the Speaker's Triangle. See if you agree. Right out of the chutes, every one of us want to know, why should I listen to you? We call that the attention-getting piece. Shh, my gosh, did you hear what they said about him or her? I can't wait to hear what he has to say. It gets our attention. It's the credibility piece. Have you done it historically? Are you currently doing it? Is your message, are your time-tested steps and proven processes relevant today? You know, you have cool slides that you climbed Mount Everest in 1982. But my question is, what have you done lately? Credibility, historical, current, are you still doing it? It's the piece I refer to as you. Yeah, you better take care of you and answer that question. Incidentally, it's not braggadocious. We must first be ordinary before we're extraordinary. As a professional speaker, I discovered a long time ago that people don't relate to our perfections, if we even have any. They relate to our imperfections. They don't give a rat's wackazoodle if I've ever succeeded. They want to know, Clark, did you ever fail? Did you ever fall down? And then what did you do about it? That builds the credibility, being ordinary before you're extraordinary, answering why should I listen to you. The second question that all of us now need to know, every single person who just listened to you and as you expressed and explained your magnificent once-in-a-lifetime experiences, your life-changing ideas and concepts, every person wants to know, wait a minute, can I do it too? With my weaknesses, with my limitations, and yes, with my strengths? That's why we call it the hope piece. But mind you, hope is not a method. French philosopher Pascal, he said, too many live their lives hoping to be happy, but because they only hope, they never really are. So somehow we have to build the possibility, credibility that leads to possibility, because they actually walk away saying, I can do what you have done. One of the most important things that people ask me is, Clark, who is your favorite speaker? Who is someone that actually helps you understand that the possibilities always overshadow probability? Probability is biological. I'm only 5'2", I'll never play in the NBA. Who says? Compared to what? My favorite speaker happens to be a POW who was shot down in the Vietnam War. And when he gets through speaking, you actually believe and have hope in the possibility that had you been shot down and went through exactly what he went through, thoughts, actions, behaviors, that you too could have survived 7 years of solitary confinement. The possibility piece is what I call them. And what I remind everyone, seek to bless, not impress. It's never about you. You know, speakers and teachers, we make a huge mistake when we think that it's easier to change the audience than it is to change the speech. It's easier to change the student body, the classroom filled with students, than it is to change the curriculum. No, it's always about them. And we must answer that as they leave us with the possibility that they can do it too. Which leads us to the third step, the answer to the third question, which I call the system. And the system explains the step-by-step process. It actually illuminates how to get from where they are to where they want to be. It is the action step, the call to action. And that's why we call it the usability piece. So if you think about it, in the Speaker's Triangle, we first build the credibility. Then we move to the possibility. And then from possibility, we move to the usability piece. But it does not stop there. Because in order for people to leave our audience, one-on-one, one-on-3, one-on-10, one-on-10,000, they must understand that this is a continuous system where now as we take advantage of the step-by-step process and meticulously follow the system that we've been taught, it in turn builds our credibility to again share with somebody else what they also can do, and therefore leadership becomes automatic. Self-mastery becomes permanent, and leadership becomes personal. That's the Speaker's Triangle. Just another one of my training programs in my courses, and I look forward to sharing some more information to help you become that significant communicator, and hopefully someday you'll join my profession as a highly paid professional speaker.